thought I'd pop on today and just tell you what I'm doing with my day. I have had, well, last week was a bit of a cruddy week, but that's neither here nor there. I did take delivery of 2 books that I'm going to share with you today. But what else am I doing with my day? I've decided to make today a pick up old projects and start getting them finished day. Okay, a project I started 2 years ago. We could actually say nearly 2.5 years ago, was to take on the challenge of, wait for this, knitting myself a long cardigan. As it happens, I'm not a knitter. So yes, it was either stupidity or, well, I actually don't know. I must have just woken up and had wobbled my head and thought, I'm going to knit myself a cardigan. Well, it's like a jacket sort of thing. So I had on and off over the past 2 years, picked it up, put it down, picked it up, put it down. And the time it has taken me to knit the bits I've got. My sister has crocheted, I would say, let's see, there's 7 children in the family. It's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. My sister's probably crocheted 12 bed-sized blankets for various people. I have 2 of them, I'm very lucky to say. But I thought, I like to paint, I like to draw, but I'd like to make myself something. So I started on this 2 years ago and I'm still working at it. Well, today I picked it up and I actually finished the second sleeve. So just show you one of them. You can see all the lines in it because that's where I've stopped knitting it over the time. So it's a big double knit thing, and hopefully when it's finished it'll look presentable. But you see, because I'm a bigger person, I decided to knit the largest size. I didn't take into consideration there are sizes in between, because I thought, well, if I start knitting with, say, the 3rd set of stitches in, I think, well, was I on this one or that one? So I thought, make it easy for myself, start with the last row, the biggest size, and go. Well, I can safely say when that's finished, the chances are it'll fit the likes of Hagrid, but it'll be a jumper. I could use it as a camping blanket or a sleeping bag. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, the other thing I'm doing, I've managed to learn to solve the 2x2 Rubik Cube, the 3x3 Rubik Cube, the 4x4 Rubik Cube, and when I was going through chemo, I decided to start the 5x5. This has driven me insane for the last year. It was during chemo, or it wasn't actually, I started doing the 3x3 with the last class I was teaching, and that was part of the science club, and we learned to solve it together. So I've managed to now get all the centres of the 5x5. So now I've got to work on the edges, and I have managed so far to get these edges here. Okay, so this is an ongoing project. I haven't given up on it. This is just continuous. I sit down and pick it up, and a lot of people have said to me, how are you doing that? I'd have thrown it out the window by now. Probably to some people this will be as easy as pie. Is it easy as pie to me? Not a hope in hell. It's a bit like the knitting, but I'm doing it. After doing the 2x2, 3x3, 4x4, I definitely want to get this done. Now my sister didn't think I was busy enough or had enough interests and bought me the 7x7. I'm not even messing that one up. So those are 2 things. I've got my knitting over here, I've got my Rubik Cube over here, my laptop in front of me, and I have 2 books that I want to share with you alongside me. So what are the 2 books? The first one is Bringing the Tarot to Life by Scott Martin, and it embody the cards through creative exploration. Now Scott Martin is something to do with the acting world, and through activities that he's done through his career as in the acting world, he has decided to create activities that bring the tarot to life. And I have to say, it's really an easy read. It's easy to follow. It's lovely if you've got a group of people that are interested in the tarot and you can do something like this together. Now, the first tasks are quite lengthy because they do involve studying each card, asking each card's appearance. So making an inventory of the personalities of the cards. So say if we were to pick up the Fool, for instance, we look at all these questions and we sort of give our Fool card this sort of personality. So age, ethnicity, physical appearance, dress, identifying facial features, etc., etc. It goes on. Complexes, unique personality traits, pet peeves, guilt, pride, regrets, what animal you most like. And that is talking to the card and giving them each one of these, traits. And you do that for your deck. And I would do this mainly with the majors. I don't know if I'd do it with the minors. It's entirely up to yourself. But this is something really nice, something that you can do and then form a personality. Each card becomes almost like an individual, okay? So let's just have a look at the blurb on the back. Come explore the drama in the cards. Scott Martin shows you how to breathe life and spirit into your tarot deck, making the cards come alive. You'll get to know these characters from the inside out and you'll have an outrageous amount of fun while doing it. Raise the curtain on an exciting new approach to tarot. For many readers, tarot cards reveal their deepest wisdom through creative interaction. Bringing the tarot to life shows how to use theatre games and acting techniques to gain new insights into the cards, with more than 50 imaginative exercises to be practiced alone or with a group. This book unlocks your intuition and helps you experience the cards from the inside out. Just as an actor prepares for a new role, you can explore tarot through emotions, memories, role-playing, observation, bodywork, and imagination. This book is the perfect guide for readers who want outside-the-box techniques for relating to the cards from the deepest part of the soul. Scott Martin studied acting in the Herbert Berghoff Studio and holds an MFA in directing. He's performed and directed in community and regional theatres, Summer Stock and the Off-Broadway Theatre. He has studied tarot with Walden Ruth, Anne Amberston, Rachel Pollock, Ellen Goldberg, Robert Place and Mary Greer, and he lives in Brooklyn and New York. Scott Martin's groundbreaking book is a magical mix of tarot and theatre. Scott's expertise in both these arenas is further enhanced by his love of teaching and his sense of adventure and fun. So this is something that if you are working with other people, if you are passing on tarot information, trying to help people build up their own tarot knowledge, these are activities that you could have fun doing, but they're also great to do on your own. There are some, I'd like to say, they really do work better when there's more than one of you. But that's one that I'm working through, and to be honest with you, I am enjoying it. Now, the next book is not so much tarot related, well, it is esoteric subject related, and I bought this because I ordered the Cosmic Visions Tarot, or Oracle card in the big book, and I also ordered the Geomancy coins, and this is what I decided to look at. I wanted to know more about geomancy, and it's Geomancy in Theory and Practice by Stephen Skinner. Now, this is very deep on the back. I'm not going to read all that to you, but this gives you a real clear understanding of what geomancy is and how the word has actually been misused for other practices within sort of different lifestyles. So sort of geomancy has been sort of morphed into an umbrella word that takes in a lot of practices. However, true geomancy is what's in this book. And already, you see, the binary system used to confuse me. Already, the basic binary system is now crystal clear to me. And again, as you've seen with other books that I have, I am going along, making my notes as I go. Okay, so you can see here that my notes are already filling the pages. And it's lovely because you really are learning amazingly well as you go along. And it's very, very interesting. And the fact that it goes back so far in time that it's actually, you think, my goodness, it's actually quite wonderful. So I'm now looking at the roots of geomancy, and albeit that's the first chapter, I've gone through the beginning, the teaching part of what the binary system is, and had a look at a lot of images in there too that are also very self-explanatory. So I'm really looking forward to working through this book and being able to apply what I've learned with my Geomancy coins when they arrive. And you can see even on the back cover here, I've been working out the binary system. So this is all about Geomancy in theory and practice, and by Stephen Skinner, and it's an easy to read book. If you're into this sort of thing and you're wanting to learn more about this, I would definitely recommend you go for this book. So that's what I'm doing today. It is now 1:45, so I have finished that sleeve on that jumper, and I'm going to peel the vegetables for tonight's tea, so that's done, and then I can sit down and start the button band. Yeah, you can see I'm loving it, can't you? I gave myself the task. Oh, by the way, you may also be wondering about the hair. Short? Yep, well, I've had shorter hair in the past, but last week I had a big disaster with hair dye. My head actually looked tie-dyed, and I couldn't get rid of it, so I shaved my head. And then Sunday, yesterday, out for a walk, I hit a patch of mud, slid as though I was on ice, both legs in the air, and I hit the ground like an incoming meteorite. Yes, I was hurting yesterday quite a lot, hip, shoulder, back, neck, you name it, I was aching. Thank God I'm all right today. The ibuprofen, a really strong and good body rub, muscle rub, and Bob's your uncle. I'm fine, ready to go, ready to hit the ground running, as they say. So, folks, that's my Monday. Just off to get the tea ready now. Lamb shank. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and stay safe. Out walking, avoid the mud puddles. I was destroyed, mud head to toe. Bye now.